Okay, so let's start by asking why you might want to go to university. I can think of 2 or 3 good reasons for going to university. First of all, half of all 18, 19-year-olds now go to university, so it's kind of the common destiny of the more academic half of any given group of young people, and understandably you are influenced by the fact that many of your friends will be going to university, and those young people I've known who have chosen not to go to university often have a feeling that they've missed out on something, which indeed they have. Secondly, hopefully if you're going to university it's because you are interested in studying a particular subject for 3 years. And it is honestly difficult for people who say, well, I'm not interested in anything. Probably they shouldn't go to university, but most students have a subject that they're really keen on. And I must say, in the case of my own children, let's say, and many of the pupils I've taught, they have grown to love their subject through study at university. It was a very good experience from that point of view. And thirdly, it's a kind of way of growing up, because you're probably leaving home to a greater extent than you were at school. Even if you're living at home, you're still away from home quite a lot. You're with other young men and women of your age. You're having to look after yourself to some extent, and it's a kind of useful transition from school to work. And finally, and probably most importantly for many people, you need to get a university degree to do many jobs. And if you want to be, a doctor or a lawyer, you really need to have a university degree. Or you need to have a university degree in order to get an interview for many jobs, because it's a kind of badge of your intelligence and diligence, and it's important for that reason. Now, the mistake that quite a number of young people make is that they think that what really matters is that they should go to university and study a subject which leads automatically into a job. A lot of people say to me, oh, well, I must, my parents have said I must read business because I want to go into business. Or I must read journalism because I'd like to be a journalist. And all these people are wrong, because the great majority of people who are today working in business did not read business studies at university, and there are very few journalists who would recommend doing journalism as a degree subject. The thing to remember is that most jobs, they like a degree from a good university, but they don't particularly mind what subject it is. And it's completely wrong to think that a so-called useless subject like classics or philosophy or English or history is in some way going to mean it's going to be difficult for you to get a job after university. That's not true. Most jobs don't require a particular subject. And another important point, and that is that as far as employers are concerned, the university you went to does matter. And so if you're capable of getting very good A-level grades, then you should go to a university that normally expects very good A-level grades, because there is a hierarchy, there is a league table of universities, and whether you like it or not, you will be judged to some extent by the calibre of the university you went to. So you should go to the best university you can in relation to the A-level or BTEC grades that you have got.